We live.
Let me check to make sure we're live.
Why did
Yeah, we are.
GLG redact all his messages again? He does this every time.
All right, yeah, we're live
Yep, I just
on the
confirmed it.
second channel.
Welcome to the Wrestling Podcast, everyone. Before we start, I think it's important to note that I'm sick. You can tell in my stuffy voice that I'm sick.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I cannot wait to take a shot of NyQuil after wrestling tonight. Um,
Yeah, then you're gonna be
um,
snoozing all night long.
yeah, that's gonna feel great. Um, yeah, there's not a lot that's going on tonight, huh?
No, not really, but we do have some big things that are probably going to. We got some,
Yeah.
not a lot of topics, but we do have the topics that we do have a lot of info that we are going to need to talk about. Because there's a lot of
Yep.
situations, especially with the big event that's going to be starting Smackdown, and as you guys all know, on USA, that's where Smackdown will be. That's where its new home will be from the time being. We don't know how long that's going to last. Raw is going to be going over to Netflix next year, so the new home for Smackdown will be USA, and then we're going to have over in October, I think it's October 1st, we'll have NXT on CW. So that's where NXT will be at. So that's going to leave things kind of scattered all over the place again. Um, but yeah, all
You
three
ran.
shows are on USA for the next 3 weeks. So they're calling it WWE Week. Um, I think we're supposed to have a half hour of no commercials this tonight on SmackDown. So I think that's probably going to be when they're doing the main uh, card, which would be Solo versus Cody. But I think we're gonna save that for the end when we talk about that. I think we got more information for you to talk about that towards the end. So do you want to talk
Also,
about the smaller
I, I
topic?
just wanna I just wanna say something real quick.
Go for it.
When he says USA, he doesn't mean like WWE is restricted to the USA. We mean the USA Network. Just so you know, GLG.
Yep,
Um,
that's what TV
because
broadcaster we will be watching it on here in the U.S.
yeah, GLG is the UK. So just just so we don't confuse them.
Yep.
Yeah. NXT, which is like an underground version of WWE. It's like for starting wrestlers. Um, that is on Tuesdays. I Is it tonight? It's on USA. It's not tonight. Is it that is next one on USA, or is it now going to
So
CW?
it's on USA. It's been on USA for as long as I've been watching, but NXT has been on USA, so it's going to be moving to CW October 1st. And
Okay.
supposedly CM Punk is supposed to be making an appearance next week on NXT to talk about his actual appearance on October 1st. And then we're getting Randy, I think it is October 8th. He's going to be on NXT, so
Yeah. Yeah, NXT is like an underground version of WWE. If you want, you could start with NXT. I didn't, but
I need to
I
get caught up on NXT. I've been watching a lot of NXT because they've been doing a lot of the TNA stuff here recently, which has kind of made it
yeah, I think
interesting.
we've been talking about doing some NXT stuff, but we haven't really been keeping up on the NXT stuff,
Yeah,
have we?
we could start doing some of
The
these
lock
podcasts
in.
about NXT too. We just need to
We need to get
get
used to
more
the
get more used to
wrestlers.
the roster and stuff. That's
Yeah,
the main point there.
I said this like a couple weeks ago in the server because join the Discord server. But I do like every night after Raw or SmackDown pay per view or PLE. I do recaps. So yeah, I do recaps after every night. I do the
Yep.
news as well. I gotta post that in a couple minutes, but
So if you guys ever
yeah,
miss SmackDown or just want to know like the breakdown recap, you can always come to the Discord and you guys can see the breakdown of what all happened during the matches.
and they come out like all pretty much immediately after SmackDown and Raw ends.
Yep.
So, because I'm a journalist,
All right, King.
I'm
You
not.
wanna go ahead and start off with I want to start off with the small thing that we do know about. Andrade and
What,
Carmelo, so they're going to be fighting for like what, the fifth time. So hopefully
yeah,
this will end their battle. Hopefully we won't
please.
have to see this again. But hopefully
I mean, if you
Andrade
don't want
wins.
to,
I'm on
I mean,
Andrade's side on this. I think Carmelo is being a punk. I think he's, acting like he's too big for his shoes, and I feel like he kind of needs to back down a little bit and get put in his place. That's what I think. But I
yeah,
like
I
Melo.
mean,
Don't get me wrong. I love Melo. He's a good athlete. I love him in
yeah,
WWE. I just feel like, as the story is going right now, I just feel
first
like
round
he's kind of
draft,
acting like he's a
definitely.
punk, and he just kind of needs to, be, hey bud, you're not the only one that's good out here, you know?
He was a first round draft pick, by the way. Just a reminder.
Yep. Carmelo is talented. I'm ready for Trick. I'm ready for Trick. I want to see him on the draft. Go to SmackDown or something on the next draft that they have.
Gamer loves gaming. You guys legit introduced me to wrestling. You're gonna need to break it down. Also, the one on the right, beefy. Yeah. So I don't know. If you want to start somewhere, like you probably want to watch a pay per view or PLE first, because what got me back into wrestling first was when I watched WrestleMania in March. Right? That was March. However, the next pay per view or PLE is not till October. So
Yeah, it's definitely crazy.
pay per view pay-per-views and
They've been
PLEs,
popping
they're
them off
all
like
available on
every
Peacock.
one a month. That's what they've been doing so far this year.
Bet I'll have a look tomorrow. Well,
So
it's live tonight.
yeah, yeah.
It's live tonight in like less than 2 hours. I have a wrestling playset somewhere. Do you want me to mail it to you? No?
I appreciate you keeping up with chat, King.
Yeah.
So yeah, Andrade, Carmelo, they're going back at it, and hopefully this will settle the feud, and this will be the end of their feud that they've got going on.
This is basically a number one contenders match for the US title.
Yeah,
Because whoever wins this match is just gonna want to move on to the
or unless
US
LA
title.
Knight, LA Knight's probably gonna sit ringside at this. I forgot to mention LA Knight might sit ringside at this, or he might get
Yeah.
involved, and they might make it a triple threat at Bad Blood.
Yeah.
Because I got a feeling they could either do it that way, or they're gonna take whoever wins this match and is just gonna fight LA Knight. Because if LA Knight gets involved and breaks it up, and the fight, gets disqualified, then I feel like they're gonna definitely make it a triple threat for it, which would make it more interesting in my opinion. I still feel like LA Knight's gonna
Yeah.
win the match, but it would make it more interesting as a triple threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Carmelo Hayes is a first round draft pick, and I don't know. I kind of got his vote on winning the match tonight.
Yeah. Carmelo probably
Yeah,
will win. And then it'll be LA Knight versus Carmelo because they've been kind of feuding behind the scenes here in there, backstage and just walking. Carmelo, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
all right, GLG. Thank you for
But I do
joining.
feel like LA Knight will be a part of this in some way. Guaranteed. Whether if he's just sitting ringside or not, he's coming out during this match at some
Yeah.
point in time. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add on to this specific match? Because we've
I don't
kind of
really
been just
know.
seeing.
Well,
There's not really a whole lot to talk about this match
again,
other than
it's
they maybe it becoming a triple threat at Bad Blood or someone winning, and obviously it's going to be someone taking on LA Knight for the championship at Bad Blood. But I think
yeah,
it would
someone's
be
definitely
interesting if they ended up being the triple threat.
yeah. Um, you know, as I said, Carmelo is a first round draft pick, and Andrade is the current WWE Speed champion. So I don't know. I think it's really anyone's game, but uh I, I got my bets on Carmelo
Yep,
for tonight.
I do agree with you on that actually. I got some Prime going too. I wonder when Logan's gonna come back into play because I know he's gonna be back in WWE. I think it's just because I think it's because he's getting ready to have a kid.
Logan Paul is back on the roster.
Yeah, did they take
Logan
him off
Paul is
after
on the
Cleveland? I didn't really pay attention to that.
I don't know.
I know that he was having a feud with an ex wrestler because he called him out in a video.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't remember the name. I skimmed right past it. I didn't really
Well,
pay much attention to the video.
Logan Paul's like kind of controversial right
Yeah,
now,
yeah, I understand.
especially with his drink Prime,
hmm It's it's
which
it's
is
it's
kind
just
of
that time it's just that time that we're living in, man. It really is because
yeah,
look at Mr. Beast and like Doctor Disrespect, like all that stuff should have been held behind closed doors. It shouldn't have been publicly known, you know, unless something,
yeah,
if there was something lawfully wrong, you know what I mean? He's going to court for it, that's when it should be public. But if he didn't do anything or if nothing's been proven yet, then that shouldn't have got out in public. You know what I mean? That's
yeah,
kind of personal stuff. I feel like it just got dragged too far, but I'm not, if they did what they did, I want nothing, I'm not saying I'm for anything that they did, I'm just saying like they need to prove that he did that, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And I know there's like messages or whatever, but I just feel like, you know, there's got to be more to the story than what we're getting to in those
I feel like
situations.
I I feel like if like Gatorade was getting hit with similar allegations, then people wouldn't have been so upset about it.
I agree.
You just be like, oh, it's probably fake news and stuff. But Prime is the
Most
the
controversial
fact
drink that's
that
out there right now today.
you know
It
yeah,
really
and
is.
Prime is also like the fastest growing hydration drink in the world.
Yep.
And
The
that looks
partnerships
bad.
they've got, like
Like,
everyone's partnered with Prime. It's like
yeah,
Speed, baseball players, UFC people. It's just it's endless. I mean, hey Logan, hit me
well,
up.
I gotta
Save me
say,
a couple pallets. I got you on some
I
Prime
gotta say,
ads in my streams.
people hate when something grows too fast,
Yeah,
and
because it builds too much
Prime
controversy.
grew like really fast.
Yeah, I do plan to see Logan returning to the WWE or the wrestling aspect. I
That
mean,
would be
he's been
cool.
doing his podcasts with ex wrestlers and wrestlers, current still to this day. So I'm just wondering if,
That is that
it's
is
just something that
true.
he's just hanging back and doing his family stuff and then he'll come back and play. Because they don't really got a
Oh,
storyline for him right now, other than him coming
I just
back and,
thought of something,
you
and
know.
I completely forgot I said this. But his wife is pregnant,
Yep.
so he could be gone for a while
Yeah,
since his wife.
it could be, next summer before we see him.
Yeah, I don't know. I
But
feel
he's,
like
he's very talented at what he does. It's just, he is, he comes from that background where he wasn't a wrestler, but then again, you can't, even if you don't agree with a lot of the stuff the guy has done, you can't agree that he can get in that ring and perform, you know?
yeah,
And I'm not glazing him, I like Prime, don't get me wrong, but do I sit down and watch every single thing he posts now? Do I see it?
yeah,
Yeah, sometimes. But it's like, I'm not, I'm an LA Knight glazer. I told you that.
yeah.
So I was rooting for LA Knight in that whole situation. But no, I like Logan Paul. I would love to meet him someday, but I'm not going to go out of my way to, unless, I had the opportunity to. All right, let's see here. So we've got
Oh, come on.
a
It's not. This isn't
mystery.
related to the podcast,
What's up?
but Garden of Band collabed with Fortnite. I
Oh,
just saw
really?
this. Yeah, they made a creative map. It's not like skins or anything. It's
Oh,
just a
really?
creative map. So thank God. But still, why?
All right, so we've got Kevin Owens taking up
Yep.
against Grayson Waller, Austin Theory once again, but this is a mystery tag partner. Will it be Randy Orton's? See, that's the
Like
question
the
that
most
I'm asking
logical
myself
answer.
and you guys. Will it be Randy Orton?
I feel
Is it
like
too obvious that it would be Randy Orton?
Well, I feel like the most logical answer is Randy Orton,
Yep.
but I could pull back up the roster and we
Okay.
can take a look at who's on it. Shinsuke Nakamura is added back
To
to the roster.
SmackDown?
Yeah.
What? I thought he was on Raw. I might be mistaken. Maybe he did get drafted to SmackDown.
I don't know. KO and Shinsuke have feuded before, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know if like Shinsuke could be a possible tag team partner.
I'm not sure. So
Uh
I'm trying to think of people that it could. What if it's John Cena, bro?
no.
That's too out of context. Probably they're not bringing Cena into play
Yeah,
yet.
that's like yeah, you're kind of just
I
pulling
think
that
they're
out of
gonna set
nowhere.
up Cena versus Gunther.
Let me see. Let me look at this again. Who else did I say was on here?
You said
Uh,
Shinsuke.
and where'd he go?
Is Randy back on the roster too?
Randy is back on the roster. Yes.
So yeah, it's probably going to be Randy.
Oh, Luke Gallows. You said he was someone in
Yeah,
NXT.
they're NXT. Yeah, he's part of a tag team, the Gallus brothers or Gallus.
I don't know. Maybe maybe that could be his partner.
I don't know.
But it's like specifically Luke Gallus. I don't see any other Gallows
Yeah,
or any other new members in there.
yeah, I'm not sure on that one. I don't know why he would be listed under SmackDown right now, because I have no clue. It don't make sense to me. But if it is Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, are they going to probably get involved with the steel cage match with Cody and Solo whenever? Because I feel like the Bloodline definitely is going to get involved with that.
I feel like they're setting up for Survivor Series here. A
Yeah, you
Town
might be
Down
right.
Under, A Town Down Under, and the Bloodline versus Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton,
I don't
and
know. And
Logan
here
Paul.
recently, I've been kind of thinking that Grayson and Austin are going to feud soon. You know what I mean? Like Grayson's kind of
Oh,
using him.
what if like they do split before Survivor Series, and one of them goes to their side, and then it's like 5-on-5 at
See,
what is it?
I still
Survivor
got in my
Series.
head they're going to do Bloodline versus Bloodline
I
in
mean,
Survivor Series.
what I said last time? Jimmy Uso, like there's someone on the Usos account. Jay's been like running that account by himself, but
Right.
someone else like talks about the new bloodline,
Hmm.
and they don't usually talk about that stuff. So people are assuming it's Jimmy, and they think he's gonna come back.
And Paul Heyman
But
posted a picture today too, so
that's true. But we cannot confirm anything about Jimmy Uso because number one, he's not on the official roster website. And number two, there's no number two. There's no number two.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy's returning tonight. if he did, it would be like a big thing. It'd be like a PLE or something.
Yeah.
But there's no like there's no like evidence of him returning tonight. There's kind of like no reason for him to be returning tonight.
Unless he returns with the tribal chief. Because let's talk about this Solo and Cody cage match. So actually,
Yes.
Cody called out Jacob Fatu to fight him, and that
Yeah.
didn't work out.
Well, number one, but like before we start talking about this cage match,
Mhm.
that would be an amazing fight. That would
Oh
be
yeah,
an amazing fight.
yeah. Jacob Fatu needs
Straight
to
up.
be in a singles championship match at some point. He's
Yeah.
he's talented, man. The way dude, he's very talented. I
Is
might
my
not like
dad
his
here?
role because he's a heel, but and I'm not really a big fan of Solo either. But don't get me wrong, he tries to act like he's all smart aleck, nowadays. Think you're cool
Someone
today?
knocked on my door and no one's in my driveway.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'll be right back.
All right. So yeah, Cody and Solo in a cage match tonight. That's supposed to be kicking off the show. So with a steel cage match, it has an open top for those of you guys that do not know. There's no disqualifications. The Bloodline is definitely probably going to get involved with this. They're going to get in that cage. They're going to help Solo. Cody's going to need help. It's going to be, I'm not saying it's going to be like a SummerSlam, like a little rerun type thing, but it's going to kind of go down like that. And I feel like this is what leaves me off, because there could be a couple different scenarios here. We could have Randy Orton and Kevin Owens come out and help Cody, and we still get the tribal chief at the end. But I'm wondering, because Paul Heyman just posted a picture, if we're going to get Paul Heyman back, because it is the premiere of Smackdown and a new season also on USA. So what?
The Rock is coming back tonight.
Yes, I also was getting ready to get to that point because my buddy just sent me that. Loving guy, he sent me that a little bit ago. I was gonna talk about that. So yes.
Yeah. So
And
we'll get to
Jimmy
that.
is supposed to be returning. So people are sharing this photo on Facebook for some reason. So we could
Yes.
possibly see Jimmy return. We could possibly see, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think we'll see Jay, but if we do, that would be sick. And if they do this, this is the first hint of Survivor Series.
I don't know.
I feel like
Every-
it's too early for it to
Every
happen,
week, Jay
but
keeps coming into the conversation of the Bloodline, and I keep going like, "Oh, he's on Raw and they're on SmackDown. They're not gonna be doing that mix match." But they've been
because they
excuse me,
might
they've been doing,
actually
like,
do that though,
that
because
for
they
they've
might
been doing stuff
actually
like that
save
for years.
they might actually save Kevin Owens to have Randy Orton return with that match, and have Jimmy return with Paul Heyman and Roman and stuff to help take out the bloodline so
Heyman's
Cody
gonna
can win.
wrestle? You think Paul Heyman's gonna wrestle?
No, Paul Heyman will
He's
probably
gonna-
come back and
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
put-
do his normal. My name
Imagine
is
he puts
Paul Heyman.
Solo. Imagine he puts Solo Sikoa through a table this time.
Hey, payback. A little bit of payback,
That'd be
right?
so cool. I want to see Paul Heyman jump off the top rope. That would be amazing.
I bet you there is. In the past, I bet he's done stuff like that.
He proposed to like, he proposed to like someone's wife in the ring
Yep.
to like, you know,
He
mentally.
was on WCW as well. That was way before.
was on WCW.
I think he was the one that brought like Undertaker and Cena and all them over to WWE. I think it was WWF at the time, maybe,
Yes.
which got copyrighted for the World Wildlife Federation, which is why they are no longer that. Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be I don't know. There's a lot of opinions on this match because it could go a lot of different ways. They could run it down
People,
just like they did SummerSlam, kind of, or they could, totally throw it off and actually bring Jimmy back and the Tribal Chief with Paul Heyman. Because maybe that's why we haven't seen Roman. Maybe he's in the background, recruiting people.
so they're like saying, oh, it's a steel cage match. The Bloodline's not going to be able to get involved. Have you seen a steel cage match? Like, the Bloodline's
Steel
going to get
cage
involved.
is an open top. They can climb up the cage, get
Not
inside
only
of
can they
it,
climb
and
up
it's
the
no
cage,
disqualification, so there's nothing a ref can do to stop it. Or they can
not only
literally
can they
break
climb
open the
up
lock
the cage,
on the door and get in that way.
yeah,
We've seen that multiple
yeah.
times.
People have broke open locks in cage matches.
Unlike what
That's why.
Adam Pearce's solution was with Drew and CM Punk to really get this situation ended, the only way he could stop it was to put them in a cell where they are literally going to beat the crap out of each other and no one can touch them and no one can get out of it. That's
Yep.
that's that's that's
Yeah.
why Adam Pearce had to do that Hell in a Cell. He's like there's only one way to truly end CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, and that is to literally put them in a locked cage where they cannot escape from each other until one is completely done. You know what I mean? So that's kind of
Yeah.
their goal with that, and hopefully Drew McIntyre claymores CM Punk through the Hell in a Cell or something. That would be sick.
And for the people wondering, Hell in the Cell is not like a steel cage match. If you're in a Hell of a Cell, you are locked in the cell. And the only way to leave the cell is if you're Undertaker or if you pin or submit your opponent. You are trapped in that cell and you have to like almost physically kill someone to get out of the
Yep,
cell.
you have to beat your opponent until it. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure on that. Is it completely? You have to beat them until they're completely done for, or is it pin?
It's a
Because I
pin or
don't think
submit.
there's a ref inside that,
It's
is
a pin.
there?
There is a ref in there. It's a pin or submit. I feel bad for the ref. It's a pin or submit, no disqualification, but you are locked in the cage. You
Yeah, see, I'll
cannot
show
get
you
out.
guys. So, Hell in a Cell is a professional wrestling steel cage based match which originated in 1997 in the World Wrestling Federation, which is now WWE. It features a large cell structure, a four-sided cuboid made from open weave steel mesh chain link fence which encloses the ring and ringside area. Unlike a steel cage match, the only way to get out of a Hell in a Cell without damaging the cell structure is through its door, but its door is locked by thick chains and padlocks. Only an in-ring pinfall or submission will ordinarily result in a win. Although Triple H pinned Chris Jericho atop the cell to win in Hell in a Cell match at Judgment Day in May of 2002, and there are no disqualifications, the gimmick was strongly associated with The Undertaker during his career, including the inaugural match with Shawn Michaels and the brutal encounter with Mick Foley and his Mankind persona. Both matches featured spectacular falls from the top of the cage, which has become a signature match. So there could possibly be that
Had left
they
this
could
ring.
possibly break out. And what if we seen Drew like, or I don't even know, bro. I don't want to see anybody get thrown off top of the cell, but what if Drew claimed
Wrestlers
no
have-
no what if this is what ends the match? What if Drew McIntyre claymore CM Punk off the top of the Hell in a Cell onto the announcing table?
Drew has fallen off a Hell in the Cell cage before.
That would be insane. That would be the move
Drew
of
has
the year.
fallen off the Hell in the Cell. Because Drew went up against Randy Orton during the Thunderdome days. When he went up against Randy Orton, he was thrown off the cell. This cell is like, I don't know, 20 to 30 feet high. Onto an announce desk, he was thrown off the cell.
Yep.
I have so much respect for this man.
Mhm.
Yeah, like, dude. So
I figure we can just talk about whatever now. I feel like
people
we've
have
basically
left
covered everything for SmackDown. So
people have left Hell in a Cell with broken bones and ripped muscles,
I know,
and
like Mick
and
Foley,
lots
that
of
was
teeth,
crazy. Mick
lots
Foley,
of teeth.
Mankind, when
Yeah,
with
I remember.
Undertaker, that's the most controversial, not controversial, but that's the most highlighted Hell in a Cell match ever. Because when Mick Foley
And I
got,
think the first.
it might have been. I'm not
I think it
positive
was
on
the
that.
first.
It might actually be the first match, Hell in a Cell match. But I know that Undertaker, I think McFoley got slammed through a table and off the top of the cell, and his tooth went through
Fun
his lip or
fun
something.
fact. I heard this. I heard this on a podcast. He had a tooth go through his mouth up through his nose.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. It went through his like lip and out through his nose. It was crazy. And the medics were trying to take him out, and this was like real. This actually happened. You know what I mean? This wasn't no
Yeah.
fake gimmick in this
This is back when
instance.
wrestling was real.
Well, wrestling is real. It's not fake. It's scripted.
Okay, this is back when WWE
Because
was
let's
real.
be realistic. Could we go out there and do a backflip somersault? We'd break our neck. You know what I mean? They are trained
Yeah.
professionals. You know, it's just entertainment, but they are using their bodies. They are putting their bodies on the line every week, you know, taking that
Yeah.
chance, you know what I mean, to give us
Yep.
entertainment. And that's what it does. And sometimes it happens. Like Kyrie Sane, she slipped up and about took her eye out, you know, a couple Raws ago. And you know, it's just stuff,
There-
accidents happen. And it's not just necessarily with wrestling, you know, football. You know, there's always going to be, you know, injuries or something's going to happen eventually. And it's, you know, they try to prevent it as much as possible. It just
Yeah.
happens.
Um. Is there a match we're missing? Because I feel like there's only 3 matches tonight.
Yeah, that's scheduled.
Really?
Yeah, Cody
That's
versus Solo will
scheduled. That
probably be
is
the first hour of SmackDown,
probably.
or at least a
Yeah,
good
you're right.
45 minutes of it.
The cage match is gonna take up a good percentage of
Yeah, because
tonight's
that's
show.
they're trying to make that feel like a pay-per-view event for TV
Your
is what they're
camera
trying to
is
do.
off. Your
They're trying to
camera
make
is
it,
off, by the way.
huh?
Your camera's off.
Yeah, I shut it off.
Okay, go ahead.
It just seemed like it was getting a little glitchy on Discord. It might be because I didn't program it before I turned it on. But I figured we was just talking, rambling anyways at this point in time, so. But yeah, Bad Blood's gonna be pretty crazy. The first match of a Hell in a Cell was in a Bad Blood.
Like Raw can already confirm 3 matches at Bad Blood. Are we gonna? Is tonight also gonna confirm even more matches at Bad Blood?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Well, they're the champions are obviously gonna defend their championships. I feel like Nia Jax versus Meechin, maybe. No, wait. Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax versus Meechin and Bailey at Bad Blood
Yeah, that would be a good match too.
in like a street fight. That would be insane.
Oh yeah, that would be sick. Meechin got crumbled in that trash can.
I
That was
know.
crazy.
Who else? You know, the Bloodline currently has the tag team titles.
Yeah.
But who's gonna go after the titles? We talked about this on Monday. Who's gonna go after the titles?
Well, doesn't New Day's going after him. The which
After the
titles? The Bloodline
Bloodline?
ones? No, you're
Yeah.
talking about. I'm not sure, to be honest. That is a good question because I know that Judgment Day and New Day are going to be fighting on Monday for the titles.
Yeah.
The New Day.
how long are they gonna actually hold those titles for? 'Cause it's probably not gonna be for that long at this point.
No, probably not. What if
Oh,
what if the Usos get back together?
I feel like they'd still be on Raw, man. They would still be on Raw.
Roman and Jimmy.
You said the Usos.
I know.
Okay,
I'm just putting
Roman,
out random
Roman
stuff
and
now.
Jimmy. I don't know. Roman and Jimmy as a tag team. I mean, that's not the stupidest idea, but I don't know.
They did
I
Jay
feel
and
like
Cody for a little bit.
I feel like the Street Profits are gonna come out tonight. They're gonna attack the tag team champions,
Yeah, I feel
and then
like
they're
the
gonna get
Street
a
Profits
title
deserve
shot
it.
later in
The
the
Street
night.
Profits deserve it though. I feel like they deserve to
They're-
have some tag team reign for a little bit. It's been a minute.
They should probably have the Street Profits battle for the titles tonight.
Yeah. But I doubt they'll do that.
Yeah,
Depending on how long
I'm
this
looking
first
at
match goes.
these. I'm looking at these confirmed matches, and yeah, I'm not seeing anything else for tonight.
Yeah, me either.
Well,
I'm not
we
seeing
also
anything
gotta
that
remember
stands out. I'm gonna
Giovanni
check Twitter
Vinci
and see if I see
returned
anything
last
that
week.
stands out. Because I know some people were saying
Yep.
something about The Rock. I'm gonna see.
We also gotta remember that
Guys!
what is it?
What does it say? In honor of 25 years. Oh, they're adding a season premiere on at USA Network tonight of the archivist Ben Brown dug deep in the WWE warehouse and found some legendary SmackDown artifacts. Wait, are they Are they doing the old fist for SmackDown tonight for the entrance?
No, that's just a thumbnail.
Okay.
I think that was a WWE Vault video. Was going through old
Yeah, you're right. That's
SmackDown.
what it was.
We also gotta remember Giovanni Vinci has
Guess
returned.
what? Guess what, Dylan?
What?
One of the places I live near, there was a SWAT team van spotted,
Okay.
and that's fucking rare.
Yeah, I see what you mean there. Did you see the video too that I was talking about?
Yeah.
So did you guys see what Nick Aldis said?
Return to the USA Network, and we are kicking things off
Yep.
the right way. Yes.
Oh yeah.
We go live
The
at 8.
first 30 minutes of Raw is gonna
With
be
a steel
ad-free.
cage match for the undisputed WWE
You
Universal
mean
Championship.
SmackDown?
Yeah, the undisputed WWE Championship on SmackDown. First 30 minutes, commercial free.
They're probably gonna do something with Giovanni, right?
Um,
How could they not?
hold up. So Bianca
Gia-
Belair and Jade Cargill are going to be on SmackDown tonight. Bianca
Yep.
Belair posted it on her thing. So
Yep. Either that or she's promoting USA.
yeah. So there's that part. Bailey's going to be on USA tonight.
But that's like it though. Are they just gonna say words or are they gonna have a match?
I'm still mad they took the
The
title
Killer's
from Bayley
Game, is that the one
because
Drew's
wants
in?
Nia Jax.
And with Dave Bautista?
Yes.
Did
Oh,
that
that
just
came
come out
out
today?
today. That came out today. I want to go see it today. Fuck. I'll just go see it tomorrow.
Yeah. It looks like it's gonna be
Dude,
good.
I want to watch The Killer's Game.
Yeah, it looks like a good movie.
It's like Drew McIntyre and Dolph
I'm
Ziggler,
gonna
right?
go get pizza for wrestling, man. So I'll
Okay.
catch you
Yeah,
later.
we're gonna get definitely Jade Cargill and Bianca tonight.
Yep. Are
Definitely.
they like actually gonna wrestle though, or are they just gonna say shit?
I don't know, because it shows Bailey is going to be there tonight too.
I guess we'll see.
I shared it on Twitter. I can invite you. I could probably invite you to my list, and you could follow it on Twitter if you would like to.
I guess. Send me the link.
Yeah, I will.
Do it after stream. Don't make our DMs.
I'll post it in the WWE thing.
Okay.
You just click on that and follow the list, and I've got I can add more stuff into there, but you basically just click on that list and it'll be updated every time you click on the list of what's going on WWE wise. Because I got like them all pulled into one thing, and you'll only see WWE in that category, you know. So if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like Bianca said she'll be on SmackDown tonight. Bailey said she'll be on SmackDown. Tickets are on sale for Survivor Series, November 30th in Vancouver, BC, in Canada. Roman is in the thumbnail for SmackDown tonight. So is LA Knight. So there's going to be a lot at play tonight, to say the least. And then Tiffany Stratton has a little premiere thing. She's not going to be, I don't know if she'll be on SmackDown tonight, but it says that she just says catch the premiere tonight at 8/7 Central on USA Network. I have one for Fortnite as well too, King. It shows all the leaks and stuff, but SmackDown is the second trending on Twitter right now. SmackDown has a new logo. It's called this is what it looks like, the new logo. It's pretty cool. So yeah, King, is there anything else you think we should add that we're not adding? King, you still there, bud?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what else there is to talk about.
All right, same here. I think we basically went over everything. I mean,
This is weird, honestly.
SmackDown
How
has
is
been...
there nothing?
Oh, I forgot to mention. Tuesday, October 1st, they're doing Miz TV on NXT as well, as CM Punk is going to be on there as well. But CM Punk, like I said, is going to be on NXT next week too, because he's got an announcement to make for his October appearance.
Okay.
That was something that I left out that I meant to mention.
It's all right. Yeah, I don't know what else to mention. We talked about possible returns. We talked about the matches. I don't know. I think that's it. I think we've talked about everything.
Yeah, so if you want, we can go ahead and wrap this up, and I can get this posted on the main channel and stuff.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, my man.
Thank you all for joining stream.
Yep,
Remember,
we'll catch you guys
make
for
sure you
SmackDown
join
here in
the
just a little bit.
Discord server.
Yep, join
Make
the
sure you join
Discord
the
server.
Discord server so you can actually watch WWE if you aren't able to, and I'll keep you up on the news as soon as Raw or SmackDown ends and when it begins. I'm gonna go blow my nose. So.
All right, you have a
Dylan,
good one, King.
wanna end it?
I appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Delphi91 and King Awesome signing out. We'll catch you guys.
Subscribe.
Catch you guys.